That's an imaginative pass. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Van der Ven cuts it out. And here's Cruyff. Oh, this is a... Can he finish? Goal! The Netherlands! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
The Netherlands have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
De Jong. Rijkaard. Deftly away. And that's been won straight back. Seedorf did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Davids. Looking for the run. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that.
The Netherlands truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And back to the keeper. That's a sharp pass.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cruyff. And it's Rijkaard.
Minutes has been indicated.
And he's managed to get rid. The Netherlands have got it back and they'll have another go. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. The Netherlands trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Immediately.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. That gets us going once more.
The Netherlands can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's played forward. And no, that was never going to make it. De Jong. This is a promising build-up. And it's Gullit. And it's De Jong. Gullit. Schneider. And the counter is on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Just eases him off the ball. Van der Ven. Looking to play him in. He's through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
He's got away. Schneider has found the net here, of course. Gullit going after that. Seedorf. Now he's got space here. That is good alertness. Cruyff being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, they've got it again. Not the most accurate pass. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Referee has just said play on. Ake gets across to intercept that. Rijkaard. Look at the space here. And Gullit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. And it's Rijkaard. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nicely weighted ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Quality ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 14,
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Number 17, Schneider. Number 4, Frenkie de Jong. Coming on the field, number 18.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Number 10, Rafael van der Vaart.
Oh, easy pickings there.
23, Reinders.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
The Netherlands very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
That has ended up in no man's land. Seedorf. Weghorst. And he's intervened well there. So their fourth corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Davids. That's going wide left. Simons. He has found the way through. And here's Cruyff. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Gravenberch.
The Netherlands nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And he thumps it clear. They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van der Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know
Chance! It's a goal! Ronaldinho, Romario, can he finish? Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, this is Romario. Oh, nice touch. And this is Pele. And it's been hooked away. Well, they've got it again. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's played it in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bruno Guimaraes. Ronaldinho. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Guimaraes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Schneider. Brazil have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Van Dijk. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And this is Romario. Brazil do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, they could break here. And it's Bergkamp. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Bruno Guimaraes. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Davids. Seedorf. Bergkamp. And here's Cruyff. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And the cross comes in. That's not going far. And the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Schneider. He's found a way through. Now the delivery. So it's going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. It's run loose here. Seedorf. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Timber. Seedorf. That's good vision. And this is Cruyff, showing good feet. Oh, some astute defending there.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pele, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Ronaldinho. Laid back. Pele touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Schneider. Van der Ven. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, shooting chance! There it is!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Van der Ven. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho being given Romario. He's close for a shot! And they've got rid. Now that looks a decent ball. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Knocks it into space. Brazil have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Roberto Carlos, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Seedorf proves too strong, too smart. Davids. And it's Davids. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's managed to get free. Davids. Oh, good spread. Ronaldinho. Cruyff. Cruyff supplying the width on this right-hand side. Very nicely done. And it's Davids. Schneider. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Bergkamp. Ronaldinho. It's Vinicius Junior. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, this is Romario. Gilberto Silva. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pelé. Seedorf. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the through ball. Brazil have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. It's played through for him. Van der Ven. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Bruno Guimaraes. 5 minutes left on the clock. Gilberto Silva. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Pelé. That has ended up in no man's land. No, he's not getting his way this time. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Roberto Carlos is behind this one.
Gilberto Silva.
Oh, decent chance! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Senhoras e senhores,
Romario.